We are live. Welcome back to the West Coast Draft Podcast, first pod of the week. We got Daniel, we got Rob, we got college football to talk about. We got an NFL game to talk about too. Guess what, guys? Thursday night football this week's actually pretty decent.
Who is it?
Falcons Bucks.
Pretty good.
Okay.
That's not great, but it's decent. It's not.
If you would have told me
Giants.
that at the start of the year, I've been like, ugh. But right now, it's like,
Bucks are a good football team, as Daniel knows.
Saints are cooling off a little, but
yeah.
Saints are probably this year's 2021 Panthers.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. They play the. Do they play this week? Oh yeah, they play KC this week. Ooh, they could be 2-3 here soon.
It is still lonely at the top.
You're tied at the top for NFL, to be clear.
It's pretty lonely at the bottom, guys.
So it's very actually unlonely at the top.
Someone had a hell of a week.
Yeah, Daniel's out here complaining about having to pick college football games, and he has now won 2 weeks in a row.
Attaboy.
What do you guys say for yourself, Daniel?
It's because of those -4. I'm still not over Marshall covering against Ohio State. That is bullshit because we all had the right idea. We have the right idea on these games.
I don't remember what Ohio State won by, but it was like 38 or something.
Exactly. It's so stupid. Like, do you really expect me to pick Marshall to cover a spread against Ohio State, bro?
Not necessarily. I don't anticipate anyone going.
When the Seahawks got the safety last night, I was like, shit, are they going to do a ridiculous backdoor cover here?
Hey, man. There's a universe where they do it. There's also a universe where the refs call that 2-point conversion correctly.
But to be fair, the refs for both teams were absolutely terrible. They hate both Detroit and Seattle equally.
Yeah, it was pretty ugly from the refs.
Got a pretty big boner for the Chiefs and the Packers, it seems.
Well, do you see that graphic that came out the other day that was like most third and longs bailed out by penalties? It was like no one even close to the Packers. It was like over the last 10, 15 years.
Of course, man.
And the Seahawks were dead last.
Of course, bro. Like, it's so stupid. You know, the more time passes, the more respect I can show the Legion of Boom because that team used to get penalized a lot and they still won a Super Bowl.
I mean,
they still had a better team.
The LOB caused defensive rules to change. They changed defensive rules. The LOB can operate today.
Dude.
I do think the scheme would have been effective solely because when you have three, you got to have a guy that takes away a third. You got a dude who covers sideline to sideline, and you got a dude who scares receivers. That's going to work every time. I think it's going to be a very long time until we see that combination again, if not ever.
That's a fair point. You know what, though? I just hope y'all absolutely crush the Packers when you play them because you get the Packers at home later this year.
Yeah, we do.
Please crush them, bro. Please fucking kick their ass.
Well, it depends if we're facing Malik Willis or Jordan Love because Jordan Love's going too.
Malik Willis is undefeated. Jordan Love's winless. Hey, Malik Willis undefeated. Jordan Love winless. Just gonna say that.
I just said that.
I didn't hear you say that.
That's the point I was getting at.
I'm a Malik Willis believer. Never wrong, just early.
Bro, this is like the worst Packers season that fans have ever experienced, guys. They started 2-2.
Is Jordan Love going to start saying, like, relax, RELAX? It's just full Aaron Rodgers arc.
Like, probably a good idea.
Honestly, is the arc of all Packers quarterbacks to go crazy? Because Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers.
Whatever happened to good old Bart Starr? Did he ever go crazy?
Bart Starr. I don't know.
I hope not.
I mean, if you played quarterback in that day and age, you probably had some.
Probably did, honestly.
Probably got a lot of brain damage.
Probably. Good point. Unfortunately,
from Vince Lombardi's old wedge, head right down. That won him the frozen tundra. That's how they won it. It's crazy to look how like linemen back then looked like tight ends now.
Oh yeah, because it's a different day and age.
No bellies.
None, because they wouldn't be able to move around. Now you got big guys that can move around. It's different. We're in a different era. There's no T'Vondre Sweats back in the day.
Did he have a
Except
big game or
except the
something?
fridge. Don't forget the
A
fridge.
couple times I did see. Well, that's a different era than that. I'm talking like
Right. Oh yeah.
60s.
I know. I know. But still.
Um, I saw like I flipped a couple times when there's a commercial break during Seahawks-Lions. Did Devondre Sweat have a big game or something? Because I kept seeing they cut to the sideline to him.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch much of that game.
Yeah, I don't think anybody watched that game.
The Titans game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That no.
No.
Seahawks and
No one
Lions.
wants to. And you
We
know what?
always
Will
bring
Levis got
look,
hurt.
we
Will
always
Levis got hurt. So even the memes weren't. There was no memes to go. Oh, there was the memes to come out of it because there's the one of him on the sideline. Where he's like with his shoulder.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
that was funny.
Well, I did see like they did like an onside punt or something, and it looked like for a second that the Titans just totally blew it and like let it bounce or something. And their special teams coach was like flipping out on the sideline. It was very funny.
Titans games are there for the memes. But hey, they do have a win now. So do, of course, the Cincinnati Bengals.
We got college
one
football
team.
to talk about though.
We'll talk about them. We'll talk about them. But I want to give a brief shout out to the teams that won their first game this weekend. Titans and Bengals. I want to give
Congrats.
a brief anti-shout out to the team.
It's October
that is
now,
still
boys.
winless. It is October 1st. Happy spooky season, boys. Where are you going to be for Halloween?
That's a
Probably
great
knocking doors.
That's probably a good.
Not trick or treating though.
That's what you're supposed to be doing. It's like you're knocking doors and
Actually,
then
I
you're
think
also
we're
asking
probably
for
gonna
candy at
do
the
like
same
a
time.
costume night no, for the phone bank.
That's probably a good idea. Shoot. What am I gonna say? Oh yeah. The good news for the Jaguars is they're playing at home against the Colts this weekend. So they're gonna be in the win column here soon. Unless the curse only lasts 10 years and then it breaks this weekend. I guess we'll find out. It's kind of crazy, I think. Colts have not won in Jacksonville in 10 years.
I feel like we'll get to it when we get to it, but
We'll get to it when we get to it.
We
But I
got
just wanna
all of
point that out.
Thursday for this.
All right, fine. Let's hop into it then. We got college football.
Are all
action
the
to talk
service
about.
academies still undefeated?
Army
Pretty sure they
won.
are.
No, Air Force got killed. Air Force is terrible.
guys,
Navy, I think, is though. Yeah,
Navy is
Navy's
4-0.
still undefeated, but Air Force is definitely not.
guess what?
What?
You know, I think it's great to be a Miami Hurricane.
They got so
Oh man, we gotta start with that game. 'Cause we will be starting with that game.
they got
Yeah,
so bailed out.
they
They
did.
got
I don't
so
care, man.
bailed. I can't believe they
They're going to the
reversed
Natty.
it.
I don't give a shit.
I can't believe they reversed it.
Hey, technically, Virginia Tech on one of the field goals, I can't remember which one it was, but one of the field goals they kicked, they had two number 17s on the field, so technically that should have been a penalty. So the field goal shouldn't have counted. So the refs were not paying attention. Pay attention, guys. This is coming from someone who teaches. Pay attention, because kids do try to cheat, and the Virginia Tech Hokies did try to cheat. They got away with it.
But that felt like a classic Mario Cristobal choking until that got overturned.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 100% it did. It 100% did. I don't know how they call it. It can honestly, and I know you can't, overturn it. I don't know how you call it a touchdown. Like
I thought it was a
live.
touchdown live. I thought it was
I
a
did not
touchdown
think it was
live.
touchdown live. I thought it was. I know it never hit the ground, but I think technically once the Miami guy who is out of bounds, like he touches the ball, at that point I think it's technically
I think it was
incomplete,
in
no
the
matter what.
possession of the Hokie though.
Was it? I don't think it was. I think it started in possession of the Miami guy.
I don't know, but just pretty crazy that they.
It was an insane play, no matter what.
Miami's got cracks because Virginia Tech is not a good football team. I'm sorry.
There's no
they're
cracks,
not.
Robert. They're going to the Natty, and they're going to play against
Well,
Texas.
they're playing Cal this weekend, so
Oh, do you know what the name of that's being called?
Coke versus Woke.
Coke versus Woke.
Yep.
And it's game day too. Cal memed their way to game day.
I know they did. It's pretty great, actually.
Because that should be our game day.
It should have been. I think it was because they were honestly, yeah. How do you not make the national championship rematch game day? I don't get it. But also, they had game day last year.
Media just hates Michigan and Washington, guys.
I don't
We're
think the media hates
irrelevant.
Michigan.
We're
I think they,
irrelevant, cold northern states in the
The
eyes
media
of the
hates
media.
UW, that's for sure.
I think they're also looking at the opportunity that they could go to Cal for the first time ever. That helps.
Yeah.
That helps.
I like sharing the love for game day.
Yeah.
Maybe it's also just great to be a Miami Hurricane, and that's
It
why
is
they
great to be a
really
Miami.
like that.
And you know what? They want to get the Miami Hurricanes. That's really why. It's
Mhm.
gonna be wait, what time is that game being played? Pacific time? It's a late game. Yeah, it's gonna be being played at 10:30
Oh,
Eastern
Miami's
time.
fucked. Miami's fucked.
No, they're not.
They
No.
better get to Berkeley on like Wednesday morning if they want to adjust in time.
Actually, the Seahawks theory that worked really well during Pete's tenure is you get there the day before because it's worse the longer you're there.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's interesting.
and
I
it
don't
worked.
mind
It's been working pretty damn well for him
Oh no, when
for
Washington,
the early
yeah,
trips.
yeah, when Washington went to Michigan back in 2021, we left at like I think we left on Thursday
Yep,
afternoon.
that explains it. Although that was a late game though.
It was, yeah. It was a
It's
late
the
game
it's
for
the
on the West Coast,
yeah.
and then on the East Coast it was super late.
I mean, this only applies for um this only applies for early games.
East going west.
No, or just early games.
Oh, okay, early
That's the
games.
Seahawks
Okay,
knowledge. I don't know east to west because I don't have that situation for my teams,
right.
so I wouldn't know. But I do know jet lag is a lot kinder east to west.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Um, the other game. Speaking of cross country trips,
Oh man,
UW Rutgers, brother. This one was just annoying, honestly. I mean, Grady
that
Gross,
running
very
on the
uncharacteristic. 3 misses.
I can't
Sucks.
blame him for that last miss.
No, the last one was dumb because why were they trying? They were just like taking their sweet time. They were like, oh yeah, we'll try Grady Gross out there for a 55-yard field goal or
And it
whatever it
was a bad
was.
snap. It was a high snap
Yeah.
too.
I mean, it was just like it was dumb coaching, honestly. And I think a lot of things in this game can come down to dumb coaching. Don't worry me wrong, I'm not a Jed Fish hater or anything like a lot of Husky Twitter has suddenly become. But not his best showing here. Not his best game.
I mean, I know who I blame for this game, and I don't like to blame one specific person, but this one is pretty clear to me. Vincent Holmes
It's Holmes.
running on the field after the block kick, 7-point swing.
Yeah, it's not great. That's also not great. That's not a great play.
I mean,
Not a great
the
one.
metrics are really good, but it's like, damn.
Yeah, no, yeah, no, honestly, like if you look
I
at
mean,
stats,
The O line looked great
yeah,
against
the O
not a
line's
bad
holding up good.
defense.
O line's holding up.
I wish we ran Jonah more. But this is the kind of thing that happens when you got guys who've never played together. This is just what happens, and it's tough. That was a pretty heartbreaker, but like Rutgers,
How do
damn
you
good
gain
team.
500 yards and get 18 points?
Rutgers is a damn good team. We can't punch it in.
Right. Yeah. So that was that game. We'll see. I don't know. 3-2 now.
If he
I
can
mean,
pull off an upset
but
against
again, like I
Michigan,
told you, I mean, they're playing good football. I mean, all the metrics love them. All the advanced stats love the Huskies, but they're 3 and
I
2.
am very fearful for what Mason Graham's going to do to our O line.
Yeah. We'll see. I'm not fearful for what Alex Orgy is going to do to our defense.
Nope, me neither.
Dude, oh my god.
I mean, how much are they going to have him throw? To be honest,
Right.
not much.
Honestly.
I mean, Minnesota, who has not been a very good team this year, they lost to UNC, who got 70 put up on them by JMU, and they were a horrible call against from maybe pulling the upset. So hey, if Jed can pull off that upset, that'd be pretty huge. I'm not holding my breath because I'm very afraid of what Mason Graham's going to do. I'm very afraid.
That's fair. That's fair.
It would be sweet to get some revenge, though. Very sweet.
It would be. It would be. I'm rooting for it. I'm rooting hard for it. But
of course, I am too. But
moving on to there's one game we're gonna be talking about for a while, I feel like.
I don't
So
want to talk about it that much. It's been talked to death.
we'll talk about Texas, Mississippi State really fast. Texas did not cover. In fact, they didn't even come close to covering. The line was like 39, and they only scored 35 total.
They came out a little sloppy.
But no, I'm just kidding. Texas no longer the number one team in the country as a result, but not a result of that, if as a result
As
of
a result
the
of
other
that.
thing that happened. But yeah, I mean, they took care of business. I mean, not as sexy as they've been in previous weeks, but you know, how mad can you be about a 22-point win? Against the SEC team. Georgia, Bama. Bama takes a 28-point lead. Then they blow it.
They did blow
And
it.
then Ryan Williams pulls off some magic. And here we are.
Carson Beck
Bama's,
has 2 underthrows in a row. That probably could have won it.
Yeah.
Carson Beck, ugh.
Carson Beck's not it. Carson Beck. Why would that last interception he threw to end it was horrible.
I
Like,
mean,
what
he
is he?
had the guy in the play before too.
Yeah. No, he's just not it. Carson Beck's not it. Brian Williams is it, but he's not draft eligible for a while. So we're just gonna have to be talking
3
about
years.
3 years. Yeah.
I mean, DeBoer can scam him up. That's for sure. He had to do it because his buddy was there. Had to do it for his idol.
Yeah. Wait, who's
Georgia,
his idol?
Donald Trump.
Oh, yeah. DeBoer. Yeah.
Georgia did not come to play at all, especially on defense. They looked so
No.
sloppy. The edge play was really bad. Just everything was so bad. And it's like, yeah, you're facing a good offense, but like they weren't even trying at points, on that mesh row touchdown off tear motion. I could have told you that play was coming from a mile away because I know that offense so well. But linebacker was you're in man and you're that late to cover that. Yikes.
Yeah. So because time is a flat circle, Alabama's back to the number one team in the country. Yeah.
I don't know how long they'll hold it.
We'll see. We'll see.
What's their schedule?
They play Tennessee in a few weeks.
I know.
That might be the last shot.
Let's go, Vandy.
They're not going to lose to Vandy. They're not going to lose to South Carolina. They could lose to Tennessee. That's one I'd circle. Yeah, I think Tennessee's really the last.
I don't know. South Carolina, not a bad team.
I think Tennessee's going to be the one. Maybe LSU, because sometimes LSU does.
Nussmeier's awesome.
I think Mercer could beat them.
I do too.
That would be so funny. I remember when we were talking about Western Kentucky beating them, like how funny that would be, and then no, they did not. And now they're being
if the board keeps scheming it that well, NFL's gonna come calling pretty quick because they are, especially after what Grubb did last night. NFL teams, that's gonna be an in-demand scheme.
Robert, I got a proposition for you. What would happen if Kalen DeBoer became a coach on the Seahawks?
I don't see that happening unless you'd be head coach.
But if it did happen, what would you do?
I'd still hate him for what he did.
Okay.
I wouldn't lose that hate. And unless DeBoer has like a massive flame out and Grubb gets a head coach job and we want that same system again, and then I think it would just be too toxic in Seattle that he'd probably say no thanks.
What would happen then if he was a Niners coach?
Oh, I hate him even more.
There you go.
I don't think Shanahan's going anytime soon, though.
Yeah, I think it teams that are, oh man, what if he becomes the Jags coach, gets to work with Trevor Lawrence?
I said that.
Yeah, I know you did.
You would be the Jags coach.
He'd like to live in Jacksonville.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I know I said we'd talk about this one for a while. I really don't have any other thoughts.
It's been talked to death. Oh, I do have one more thing. Big Ten fans, boycott the SEC. Do not watch SEC games because this is for the good of your program. You get a better media deal if the Big Ten gets better ratings. And it would be funny if the culture war extends to which conference you watch games of. And You know what those lines would fall upon? What lines,
No,
Beau?
go ahead.
Civil War lines.
Oh yeah, technically Civil War. Oh yeah, it would be Civil War
Maryland,
lines.
other than
Well,
Kentucky,
other than
yeah,
Kentucky, yeah.
it's everything. Nebraska
Trying to
was in the
think.
Union,
Yeah, Maryland. Yeah, they're in Kentucky. Yeah, pretty much.
so
Good call.
I guess the Big Ten needs to get Kentucky.
Technically, Oregon and Washington were states at the time.
Who cares?
Womp womp.
They were still territories. They were part of the Union.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Um. Alrighty then. Next game, Ohio State kills Michigan. I don't have much on
Michigan
this one.
State.
Oh, sorry, Michigan State. Sorry. Ohio State wishes that was true. Ohio State kills Michigan State. Correct. We'll slip up there. Not much surprise
Rebuilding
there.
near there. I've hardly seen any I haven't watched any Ohio State football.
They haven't played anyone yet. They haven't played anyone to get excited about. When they play Oregon in a few weeks, I'll be watching that one.
Ohio State's gonna win that one.
Oh yeah, I have no doubt about it. Who do they play? Let's see. When do they play Oregon? Oh yeah, they're only 2 weeks away from
2
playing Oregon.
weeks. This is a oh wait, no, it's at the Horseshoe. Never mind.
Yeah, it's at the shoe.
I was
It's at
saying
the
if
shoe.
it was at Kinnick, that's an upset special. That's a tough
Uh,
schedule. Look at that schedule.
no,
Sorry.
it is honestly. Oh, sorry, I'll go back. It
Yes.
really is. I mean,
Off that on
they
you.
play the legendary Northwestern Wildcat. No, I'm just kidding.
Iowa,
Um,
Oregon,
yeah, Iowa this week.
Nebraska,
Will
Penn
be
State,
Nebraska.
Indiana, Michigan. That is a tough schedule.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they're going to be battle tested in a way their first 4 games absolutely did not
Yeah.
test them. Um,
I'm still not the biggest Will Howard believer, but there's some fun things on that offense, especially in the run game.
yeah, that's running back duo of Henderson Judkins is pretty insane.
And Chip Kelly can scheme up a run game. That's for sure.
Yeah. Ole Miss blew it.
They did.
They did. Rough show
Kentucky's
for
they're ballers, man. They took Georgia to the brink and
Jackson Dart
took
Heisman
down
campaign
Ole Miss.
over.
Yeah, probably.
Never trust a Kiffin quarterback.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair.
Never kill a seabird.
Yeah, Ole Miss is right. Not to say Ole Miss is bad. Obviously, they're not, but starting to question the strength of schedule as a factor for their dominant start. Also put some respect on Kentucky's name. They're still not ranked, but I mean, who their losses to are, and then barely losing to Georgia. Oh, they lost to South. Oh, they got killed by South Carolina. Oh, how that happened?
That was that one guy having an insane game.
There's
that
kind of a
freshman.
wild card team, and they got Vandy coming up.
That's
After the
crazy.
bye week.
Yeah,
That's a pretty soft.
It toughens up once November
After
starts.
10, yeah.
They do have the mighty Murray State. The mighty Murray State Racers. on the schedule.
Racers. That's a fun one.
It's unique at least. So that's tough. But yeah, that November schedule was rough. Tennessee, Texas, Louisville.
Louisville, yeah, that's rough. Dude.
Yeah. They get a pretty cupcake.
We gotta stop
October, though,
using
here.
ESPN, my friend, because we gotta be all in on the culture war.
Culture World. So you want to be on Fox Sports then?
Yes, or CBS.
Or It's an iconic theme.
That's our song now.
It's our song now. Also, CBS is the best, probably the best tune in all of sports.
No, we've been over this.
Theme.
Oh, March Madness. I thought you were gonna say NFL on CBS.
Oh,
NFL on CBS
that
is
too.
Pretty great tune, though, guys.
NFL on CBS is great too, but
Honestly,
I think
you really
March
can't go
between
wrong with NFL jingles. You really can't go wrong.
No, I think all 5 of them, or I don't even really know the Amazon one name, but NBC, ESPN, CBS, Fox all have really, really, really strong ones.
ESPN is pretty nostalgic for people loving Monday Night
Right.
Football back when it was the big thing.
Yeah.
You know what that one that I like that you don't hear very often is the NFL special presentation.
Oh, yeah.
But you don't hear that. You hear that a lot in draft season on NFL
Mhm.
Network, but you don't hear the prelude, the bells, the chimes.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep. Oh, that always gets
Yep.
me.
Yep.
That used to be that used to be the NFL Network jingle, no?
It
It
was,
is.
yeah.
They
But
Kind
still
of
NFL
meme
use
it.
it
Network
a
doesn't
lot,
do.
but they don't play the intro.
Actually, it's not true. NFL Network does still do games. They do those weird Saturday games, and I think
Yeah.
they do the. I think they do London games too. They do
Yep.
international
They
games
do. They
too.
do. I really don't like Eisen after how he went like basically QAnon for Michigan football last year.
I like Eisen, but only
I
because he
used to
stuck up
really
for.
like him. I used to really
I
like him.
still really like. I know he's a massive Michigan homer, but I still like Eisen.
Eisen has really declined in draft coverage. Uh, and
Well,
that's happened.
now that Michigan's not going to be the
No, no, no.
reigning
Even
national
before that,
champion.
even before that, and it happened because they lost Mayock. Mayock would keep him very draft focused. Now it's all stories that don't relate to this draft when you do NFL Network coverage.
That's fair.
Gruden's making a comeback. Give us Mayock. I watched an hour Gruden preview for the Seahawks-Lions. It was
Honestly,
awesome.
the Gruden his YouTube channel is good, man.
Man,
It's
I
good
just
content.
wish he didn't say all those horrible things. It's
Well,
hard. It's a
he'd probably still
normal.
be the Raiders coach if he didn't say all that because he was starting to turn them around.
They those were horrible, horrible things he said too.
Right.
But he was such a good. He's bringing back QB camp.
It's too bad no media would ever hire him. ESPN would never bring him back, unfortunately. Which I actually like all the ESPN figureheads for the draft, so I'm not upset by that.
I'm a big Mina Kimes head.
I'm not a hater, but I'm also not a big fan either.
She used to be better. I'll say that.
She used to be better. She has takes, and then my biggest thing is people that refuse to back down from a
Oh
take when
yeah,
they're
yeah.
proven
No, she
wrong.
is 100% of that. She still says the Seahawks edge group is the worst position on the team. It's like what?
Yeah. Or like I think she and Steven Ruiz at the Ringer are the two big ones that planted their felt flag after Burrow's rookie season that he's not actually that good. And they have been hammering that ever since. And oh boy, you guys know how I feel about that take.
Oregon, UCLA. I wanted something entertaining at 8 p.m. and that was not it.
No,
Garber's
Hey,
bad.
but Rob, we got the cover right.
they did get the cover barely.
Oh,
Barely
let's
they did though.
go.
We got the cover.
Deshaun Foster is
Oh, was
not it,
too
and neither.
optimistic about the
I
overhyped
keep
Bucks.
forgetting that Eric Bieniemy is their OC.
For
Yeah.
the Bruins.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. That's true. Yeah, I fucking when I watched the play against Indiana, I saw him on the sideline, and I was like, wait, I've seen that face before.
Foster might be one and done, man. He is
He
not
probably will
it.
be, honestly.
I mean, honestly, it's probably as much as I love Jamarcus Shepard, probably what would have happened to us if we hired him, because a lot of players supposedly wanted him to be the head coach. Just you're not. No,
Not ready yet.
I think Shep will be a head. I'd love it for Shep to come here when Jed Fish leaves, bring the offense back, because word is he loves it here.
Mm-hmm.
So word is he was very disappointed to leave.
You know,
I
now
think
that I
if
think about it, guys, Eric Bieniemy wasn't he like a big head coaching candidate a few years ago?
for
He
many
was,
years,
yeah.
for
He was
many
like the
For a
years,
next
long
hotshot
time.
there's a
OC.
reason they didn't hire him.
Yeah.
That's crazy, and he just kind of fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah. All
Uh,
these years it was because of and, you know, I won't jump into it, but we were all told there was a very specific reason they weren't hiring Bieniemy.
and I don't think it was his past issues.
No. No. I also don't think it's the reason that a lot of his defenders were saying it was.
What
I
was
think it might just be that he wasn't that great of a coach.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. And also, you always heard that, oh, he's just kind of an ass.
Yeah. So The easiest pick of the week was Illinois covering against Penn State. They did it. However, it was closer to
It
not
was
covering than
closer
I
than the
thought.
score looks.
Penn State, well, I'll say it's closer than the score looks, but also Penn State came closer to actually covering than I thought they would. I thought they were
Mhm.
going to win by like three or
Well,
four,
you know
and
what
they
we
won
all
by
saw
14.
flash it before our eyes was the 9 overtime game.
Oh yeah, and that's exactly what I was thinking when I made that pick too, actually. So, just kind of give you an idea where my head was at. Yeah,
Me too.
18 and
Me
a
too.
half, and
I'll never
Penn
forget
State
that
only won by
legendary
14.
game. Bring back
That was the first game that the 2 point conversion
bring
off.
back the old rules, man. The new rules
I kind of like
suck.
the 2 point conversion off. It's interesting. However, we'll
I
never
guess it's
get
for
a
player safety.
yeah,
And
we'll never get an
I'm always
LSU
a
Texas A&M 74-72 quintuple overtime game
I
though.
wonder who bet the under in that game. Oof.
I hope they didn't put a lot of money on it.
Um I'm always a player safety head, but man, old overtime rules in college football were the best. That's what I think NFL should have adopted. The 15-minute stuff is just bullshit. It's not enough time to get a good
You know who
answer.
the quarterbacks in the LSU A&M game were?
Let me think. Kellen Mond. Who did Joe Burrow replace? I'm blank on LSU.
You are. It was Joe Burrow. It was Joe Burrow.
Really?
Yeah,
That
I just
was
had to hype. I had to hype up Burrow
that
for a
was
second.
what, that was 2020.
That's 2018.
Burrow was already the quarterback there.
Yeah, he was there 2018-19.
I just thought he only had 1 year. Damn.
Highest scoring game in
Well,
FBS
so did he have to
history.
sit out of here?
No,
He did.
no, no, he didn't. He
He spent 3 years at,
Ohio State, yeah. He's Ohio State 15, 16, 17,
and he
and then
grad transferred.
yeah, he grad transferred to LSU.
And
Yeah.
you can still have 3 years of eligibility after grad transferring.
No, he only did two because he was at Ohio State
18 to
15, 16,
19,
17.
19
Grad
to
transfer
20.
18, 19, got drafted in 20.
Oh, I keep thinking he played during the COVID year. Yep.
No, yeah, he didn't. He did not. That
Because
was the year before the COVID
I
year.
think of him in that COVID draft, but that was long before the COVID football season. Yep, yep. But that's still weird that you can grad transfer and have 2 years of eligibility.
Fun fact, Joe Burrow was also LSU's leading rusher in this game. 29 carries for 100 yards and 3 touchdowns.
29 carries.
They just couldn't stop him. No matter what he wanted to do. What's the old saying? Like the Dan Quinn they said on the Cardinals Commanders broadcast, where a successful offensive game plan is a combined 20. If you combine your rushing attempts and your completions,
That
and
is an
your number
old
gets
Pete
to
Carroll. That is
50,
what Pete Carroll
yeah,
said all the time.
and it gets to 50, that's a successful offensive game plan right there. And hey, Joe Burrow did that on his own in this game.
Pete Carroll said that shit all the time. So, of course, Dan Quinn's saying that.
Yeah, yeah. I know a lot. Computer Cowboy quote tweeted and was like, "We're free." I don't even get it because like it doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't.
I was like,
What's
I
funny,
was literally trying to do the math in my head. I'm like, no, I'm
speaking
sorry, no.
speaking of dumb stats, it's like the 96% chance to win if you block a kick. So right when the kick got blocked, I'm like, holy shit, are we gonna win this game? In the UW Rutgers game? It
Yeah,
was like, nope.
nope,
Universe said no on that one. Vince Holmes said no on that one. That's a
nope.
tough. That's got to be a tough plane ride back.
Yeah. Um. Yeah.
Because what's crazy is the coaches were like all blocking the sideline too. I
Uh-huh.
don't know if you watch that back. I have no idea how he got on the field.
Snuck through, slid
Like you
through,
see our
slid through.
SNC coach like just holding everyone back and like Pow Pow's there too. And it's like, nope, he got on there somehow.
Let's see if I can find. Oh man, let's see if I can find. Um, Washington Rutgers. Let's see if I can find the video on YouTube. Found it. Shout out YouTube. Legal substitution.
You gotta watch the replay probably.
Let me turn the share computer sound. There we go.
It's blocked. And it's recovered by the Huskies.
Oh, that was like going into half.
Going to play, illegal substitution on the defense.
Wow.
Number 27 came onto the play during a live ball. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty from the previous spot, which will give Rutgers a first down.
Man, oh man. How's
They
Old
got
stuff.
something else. You can see a bunch of guys running off the field, and is there going to be a substitution late coming on?
the call was 27, came in late. That's Vincent Holmes, another freshman, redshirt freshman.
I don't know. They've got 11 right now. I don't see what the call was. Maybe they said.
Imagine
7
having to
came
go
late, but it
back
looks
on
like he was
defense
on
after
plenty
that.
enough
That's
time.
just
That
the
was
Right.
called by the referee.
worst in the
Number
world.
27.
Very,
There
very
was no
disheartening.
27 on the field.
No. Fade pattern. It's caught.
And then-
High pointed.
yeah.
And strong.
Great.
Touchdown.
I don't think they're gonna show it on this one. Thanks for making me live through that pain again.
You're welcome. Okay. Moving past that to a game I had a lot of fun with. Went into Salt Lake City, went to Rice Eccles, and not only beat the Utes. They beat the Utes at their own game. Now, I want to disclaimer: Isaac Wilson is really bad at
So
football.
bad.
He's
So
horrible.
bad.
But the Arizona O line and D line dominated the trenches on both sides of the ball. I was
he
really,
found his
especially
mojo back.
yeah, especially after how they lost the freaking K-State game. I was like just worried that hey, they're just soft. That was not the case. They beat up the Utes in this game.
You know
They
who
looked
I'm
like they
looking
came
at
ready to play.
To be a early draft pick for the Seahawks at guard.
Who's that? Savanaya or
Savanea.
Savanaya. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but yeah.
So that was a tribe name. It's Savai was a tribe name on a season of Survivor. So I know that.
There you go.
So
Savanaya.
I know he's Samoan because
There you go.
that was a Samoan season.
Savanaya. Yeah, but
He's
Fafita had
playing
some
tackle, but he's a guard.
Fafita had some head scratching plays in this one. He also had two of the best throws
Awesome.
I've seen all
Rolling
year.
out, flick.
The one to Burnett in the end zone to basically
Oh.
seal the game was incredible.
Well, there was like
So.
a 3rd and 15 too.
Yeah, and that one was to Devin Hyatt. Yeah.
And you know one thing that got said by the Arizona coaches after, or maybe
What's
this week?
that?
Dino's not calling plays anymore.
Probably a good call. Probably a good call. Keep it that way.
Passing game
Keep it that way.
coordinators calling plays.
That's a classic example of you go into the bye week, you regroup, and you come out better for it. Because I think literally everybody offense, the defense wasn't necessarily playing horrible, but they were kind of just soft up front. They are not soft up front anymore.
Dwayne Aquino looks so old on the sideline.
He does.
He looks
He is old, man.
He's older than Pete Carroll, I think. He played for Don James' first team at UW.
Yeah,
he was Warren Moon's backup. He's that old.
He's old, man. He's old.
You know who did not look very good again, though, which is just puzzling?
Yeah.
Tacario Davis. What happened, man?
I thought Tacario Davis had a great game, actually. He looked fantastic. He had a couple PBUs. He was
did
handsy.
some really dumb stuff again, though.
He's handsy, and he is a shit talker.
He's not going to be a first-round pick, I'll tell you that.
No, he will not be.
People are still okay. This is
He's
dumb.
got the talent to be.
This is dumb worrying about mocks in October, but some people's mocks are really bad right now, man.
No, he's got the talent to be a first rounder, but he needs to work on his just how aggressive he is.
He's gonna go like Julius
multiple
Brent's
Yeah.
range, I think. I think that's a pretty good comp, actually.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a big win for the Wildcats. Somehow not ranked. I don't get
I
having you
don't
and
get it.
how are they not ranked after that? I
Maybe they're
mean, I know
still
they I
weighing, like struggling against NAU and stuff.
I guess, but I don't know. I
I
think you
agree.
go into
You
Rice
beat a
Eccles
top
and you
10 team.
you go into Rice and dominate them, honestly. Like honestly,
You
23-10 is a general like it felt worse
It
than
feels
that.
like over the last several years, though, Utah's been way overranked.
That's fine. That's fine. So not ranked, but if they win this week, they probably will be. They play Texas Tech this week, so they should win. If they don't, that'd be concerning, and then they wouldn't deserve to be ranked. So cross that bridge when we get to it. Speaking of cross that bridge when we get to it, the Huskies
We
opponent
already
for this
kind of
week,
talked about it, though.
Minnesota, Michigan. Yeah, that's true. We have.
Egregious.
Michigan,
Egregious.
no offense. Almost blew this game. Did not, but they almost did.
Egregious penalty. That's why all penalties should be reviewable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I thought he was offside live too, and then I saw a different angle, and I was like, oh wait, no, he's not. Or I didn't think he was offside live, but they showed the first replay and they showed an angle that made it look like he was offside. And I was like, oh. And then I saw another angle where I was
they're
like, wait,
so jumpy to call offsides on
sides.
sides compared to normal kicks. It's very funny.
Yeah.
But isn't it funny that they hired their OC and they have no offense?
Oh, right. Exactly. It's almost like they didn't recruit that side of the ball really at all.
Other than the trenches.
In trenches, yeah. Well, and Colson Loveland, I guess.
Is he playing?
And the running backs, hey, Kalel Mulling's still a really good player. Colson, I think he's playing.
I thought he got hurt.
Maybe he did. Maybe he did. Hold on. You might be right. I could have sworn I mean, maybe he's not playing. Hold on. Box score, Michigan receiving. Yeah, 4 receptions, 41 yards.
Okay.
He's their leading receiver. It just doesn't feel like that way because their leading receiver at 41 yards.
What's his name?
How many yards did he throw for?
Did he throw for more
based
than
on
Bo
that
Nix?
number, I'm looking at around 80, probably 86. Yeah.
Oh,
it's so funny how little Bo Nix.
Bro.
Bo Nix threw for negative.
He threw for negative in the first half. He finished with 60.
Bo picks.
Hey, that's 2-2 Bo Nix to you.
Oh, better record than the Bengals.
Hey, yeah.
You call us bad team
all right,
merchants?
wise guy. He also has one of the best defenses.
Joe Burrow?
Hey, he has one of the best defenses in the league on the other side of the field. If the Bengals had the Broncos defense, they'd be 4-0 right now.
You call us bad team merchants? Well, we beat the 2-2 Bo Nix led Broncos. How about that?
There you go.
But Robert,
I guess so.
Did you beat the perfect franchise? No,
you're not perfect. You're 3.
Honestly, in hindsight, losing to the Commanders isn't even embarrassing anymore.
It really isn't. It really isn't.
Losing to the Patriots still is. Losing to the Patriots is rough, but losing to the Commanders, I'm not upset about that anymore.
Patriots were like definitely that early season doing things that are a little unexpected that caught teams by surprise, and then teams adjust. NFL teams adjust real damn quick.
And y'all should have listened to me going into that game, and then we'd be doing better in the season predictions. But no,
that was a very wild.
I picked the Patriots to cover, and they did, unfortunately. Anyways,
that Michigan defensive end. I'm just blanking on his name. I like him a lot, but I think he might play himself out of range for the Seahawks because you definitely know Mike McDonald knows about him.
Right, that's very true. He probably recruited him. I was his lead recruiter. 20.
But I mean, so does Minter and Harbaugh. So
let's see. That's also true. Obviously,
I do think we will have the inside track on a lot of Bama players.
Which one are we talking about here? Not Grant. No, Grant's the nose tackle.
I'm just blanking on
Derek Moore.
Like, let me pull it up. Oh no, when I see it. You don't have to worry about it. I'll figure out the name on my own.
About replacing key.
I think
It's got to be either Derek Moore or Josiah Stewart because those are the only
Josiah
ones.
Stewart. Josiah Stewart.
That's the one. Okay, there you go.
I think Barker Brailsford's definitely gonna be a Seahawk.
That would make sense. That would make a lot of sense.
I mean,
Huff
Huff
really
loves
liked
that
him.
guy. Yeah,
Huff really liked him. Yeah,
Huff really liked him. But I feel like we're gonna be drafting a decent amount of Bama players, man. It's Keon Saab too, played under McDonald and with DeBoer.
yeah.
This is funny, but I sat next to this random guy who wasn't there the other games I was at, the Husky games. This very large black man, bald, wearing a red shirt, sat next to me at the last Husky games. Like, I was sitting next to a friend of the pod, Zach. It's like, oh my gosh, it's Courtney Morgan. He looked a lot like Courtney Morgan, man.
Yeah. No, he wasn't asleep though. That's how you could tell. It wasn't him.
That's true. He was having a good time. He was cool.
Hey, boys, how about some Notre Dame?
The most puzzling team in the country.
Are we not going to talk about SC losing to Wisconsin?
Dude, I tried to tell you like 5 times.
Your mind was so like confused by that.
Because so what happened, and I'll explain what happened. So I told you guys I was at Top Golf and I saw Wisconsin was leading at one point, I think in the first half. And then I saw the final score later and I just saw red. Like I think I was just tired from Top Golf, so all I saw was red. So I put Wisconsin won 38-21. And then Daniel said, Beau, USC won by 17. And I'm so used to Daniel fucking with me at this point that I kind of read it as, no, Beau, USC won by 17 in the Daniel voice, which I'm not doing good impersonation of. But then, so I deleted it because you put it here. Well, you changed the actual to USC, and I changed it back. And then you put here like, Beau, USC won by 17. And I deleted it. And then you put something in the chat like, Beau, USC actually won by 17. And I still thought you were fucking with me. But at that point, I went to go check a Bleacher Report just to see. And I was like, oh, shit, never mind. USC actually did win. So, yep, that one's on me. Blame Top Golf. Great time, though.
Fun Husky lore you guys might not know about, but you said all you saw was red. All we see against USC is purple. You ever hear about that game?
I have heard that game, yeah.
Okay, good.
So there you go. So that's
where the famous Steve Entman pose.
Yeah. So that's the story of how I got very, very confused.
Very sad.
But yes,
Wisconsin's bad.
Wisconsin's bad, especially without their quarterback, man. I mean, not to say that Van Dyke was anything special, but now they're really hopeless. Luke Fickell never should have left Cincinnati. Both of them are worse since he left.
I was talking with a friend of mine who went to Cincy. I was like, damn, we're kind of in the same situation. Our coach leaves and now we're mid after a CFP run.
Yeah. LSU, they covered.
Very sad.
Looked really good.
Rob let us down.
But anyways, to talk about the game that Daniel was going to talk about, Notre Dame. They almost covered. This is why picking the spreads is so frustrating because I think what was the spread on this one that we had 6 and they won by 7.
Yep.
Notre Dame. I need to counter pick you at this point.
Honestly, I'm cursed. I don't think I picked a Notre Dame game right all year. Let's see. Notre Dame, I was wrong. Let's see. Notre Dame, I was wrong. Notre Dame, did they play this week? Oh, yeah, here you go. I was wrong. Notre Dame against Northern Illinois. Of course, we were wrong. And then Notre Dame, I think I might have actually gotten this one right. I got one Notre Dame game right all year. I'm 1-4, boys. I'm 1-4. Picking Notre Dame.
You know what I don't understand about Notre Dame? It's a French name. Why are they the Fighting Irish? They should be the Fighting French.
Well, the Irish are more Catholic than the French now. Frenchmen. The Irish are more French.
Why can't they just be called like the I don't know, the Guinnesses.
The Notre Dame Guinness. Wouldn't
Fucking
that
no,
be?
man.
Wouldn't that
Why are
be
you talking
German?
shit about the school that has
Oh, never mind,
produced
Irish. Never mind. I'm done.
2/3 of our Supreme Court justices? No joke.
Notre Dame.
All
Notre
6
Dame.
conservative justices went to Notre Dame.
Y'all ever watch King of the Hill?
I
No,
did
I
not
haven't.
know that.
Y'all ever watch King of the
Have
Hill?
I?
I
I've
did
watched
not.
some episode of King of the Hill. I've
You,
watched
you,
some
you remember
episodes.
the character Bill? Every time I think of the name Notre Dame, I always think of Bill saying Notre Dame. I don't know why. Like his
Notre
voice
Dame.
saying
Well, I
that.
remember like
Perfect.
there's like like someone extended friend of the family, Scottish guy, and he was very confused about the same thing. Why is it called Notre Dame? It's Notre Dame. I was
Notre
like, that's just how they say it. I mean, why would an American use some goofy French words?
It looks like Notre Dame. It's Notre Dame.
Clemson, Stanford. Welcome to the ACC.
Yeah, that was rough.
This is old
Hey,
school
hey, hey!
Dak.
Stanford's 1-1 in the ACC. To be clear, will not take that disrespect.
They had it tough because their plane had mechanical issues, so they had to wait another day.
Yeah, yeah. Wait, wait. I don't look at Stanford's. Do they have? Oh, yeah, they get a home ACC game for the first time this weekend. So that'll be nice for them.
That's just so Stanford needs to join the Big Ten because this is just ridiculous, man. And supposedly the Pac-12 is like offering 35 mil to Cal to come back. And supposedly the Big Ten is not at all interested. That Stanford's fourth in line behind Notre Dame, UNC, and Clemson.
Really? Notre Dame doesn't surprise me. That one makes sense within the geographic.
Notre Dame's been their longtime white whale for the Big Ten. That's been their white whale. Every time they've been expanding with Penn State, with Nebraska, with Maryland, and
Rutgers.
They've tried to get Notre Dame to come, but being independent is very big for Notre Dame. That's just something they believe in as like at an institutional level because they're like, oh, we're the Catholic conservative school. We are independent.
At least in football, because they're in the ACC and every other sport.
Yeah. I mean, they got a sweetheart deal for those stupid Golden Domers. Honestly, is Notre Dame that big of a brand these days that NBC gets good worth out of that media deal?
Must be.
Or do they just like sample it based on the number of Catholics in America?
That's also possible. We need a Notre Dame BYU game. Give it to me.
The true God will strike them down. Although I did see a video of soda culture in Utah, and it's getting me tempted to convert to Mormonism, man.
For soda?
You don't know how they do it there, man.
I do not, because I'm not a soda head.
They got soda. They have drive-through soda shops.
They have that here too. Then again, there's a lot of Mormons in Arizona too, because
that probably expanded to Arizona.
There's a lot of Mormons, especially around the Phoenix area. There's a lot of Mormons up there.
Mm-hmm.
What was I gonna say? I forgot. Oh yeah, soda's just carbonated syrup. I don't care. It tastes terrible.
It's yummy.
It's horrible. It's
you drink Celsius.
Syrup.
You drink sparkling water. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I like sparkling water and I like Celsius. Those are different. Those are sparkling waters.
Gross.
Soda's just sparkling syrup.
There's syrup in Celsius.
Okay, yeah, but it's like it's lighter. It's lighter. I drink soda and it's super heavy. I've never like pops. Celsius is not like that heavy.
I always get a halftime soda pop. We had a game, me and Zach, how fast I could leave at halftime and be back to. It was a lot easier because the concessions outside the dog pack were never crowded. So it was pretty. I was like within minutes getting back.
Daniel, what's your soda take? We need a tiebreaker here.
I don't drink soda, man.
You guys suck.
I don't drink soda. The last time I had a Coke was 8th grade.
I'm going to the highest level of Mormon heaven because I drink soda. You guys aren't.
Hey man, I haven't had alcohol since
that's actually part of their religion. They got like levels of heaven. So like everyone in Mormonism, everyone goes to heaven, even if you're not Mormon, but you're at the lowest level of heaven.
All right,
Oh,
we all got our own vices, so I ain't judging.
Yeah.
that's fair. That's fair. Um,
I'm going to soda heaven.
you go to soda.
Oh my god, bro! It had better at least include McDonald's Sprite, man.
Oh, that stuff's good.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
a good
Okay,
one.
that's fair.
If it doesn't have
McDonald's
that,
Sprite
then it's
and
not really
McDonald's
heaven.
Coke is really good too. They put something in their sodas. It's
Bacon
probably
grease.
more sugar.
Wait, no, they don't have bacon there. Fry grease.
They
McDonald's
have
French
bacon
fries.
grease.
Okay. And I will stand by this. I am not a McDonald's fan. McDonald's French fries are good.
They are.
They I think they've got the best fries.
I agree.
Combine an In-N-Out burger, McDonald's French fries.
In-N-Out style with the animal style McDonald's fries.
Yeah, you can get animal style. Yeah.
No, would you animal style the
Oh,
McDonald's?
would I
fries?
animal style? I think I would. I mean, if I was allowed to do that, I don't know if
Oh yeah,
if
no
McDonald's would
restrictions
do
here. No
that.
restrictions here.
Okay, yeah, then I do McDonald's fries, but I do In-N-Out animal style, and I get an In-N-Out double.
I remember, when I went to In-N-Out for the first time, and all the California boys in TX, it's like, oh, here's the order to do. There was like the double animal style fries and a Neapolitan shake, and I
Mhm.
accidentally said Metropolitan shake.
Metropolitan.
and the very nice In-N-Out person was like, "You mean Neapolitan?" Right? I was like, "Yes."
That's the one. That's the one. They got In-N-Outs all over now. It's not even a California exclusive.
Not
thing
in
now.
Washington yet, though. They got
Not
them
in Washington.
Well, actually, no. I think there is going to be one in Washington, but like Vancouver, Washington. So
Oh,
Oregon.
so basically Oregon.
Yeah. Well, I think it's even
Uh,
further south of Vancouver.
They got them in Texas now. Them in Whataburger.
How do they go to Texas and not Washington, man? Bullshit.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because Arizona is one of the probably the only there, but in not down in Tucson, but in Queen Creek where I was before, there was a like a shopping center where at one corner there's an In-N-Out and the other corner there's a Whataburger.
I like a Whataburger.
I'm not a big Whataburger guy.
I had
feel like
one-
it just tastes like McDonald's to me.
I had the patty melt because a Texan recommended it,
Okay,
and it was
that's fair.
really good.
Okay.
And they have malts. I like a malt.
Mm-hmm.
But I had it as soon as I got to Houston. There was a Whataburger like a block away from the Greyhound stop. So like, well, perfect. And it was good. I like how they use styrofoam cups in Texas. Good for the
Welcome to
sodas.
the Sidetrack podcast, by the way. We just want a 10-minute rant about soda and fast food restaurants. So,
T-shirt idea, soda heaven.
soda heaven, I like it. Iowa State, Houston. Iowa State took care of business. Houston is bad.
Oh, they're
Houston's
so
very,
bad.
very bad. It's just crazy because I know a lot of people like Donovan Smith in the pre-draft process. So,
Yeah.
not. Let's see, what's he doing? Is
And
he even
Willie
playing?
Fritz is just not looking too hot.
Let's see. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Actually, I'll go statistics here. That'll do it for me. 1-4. Yeah, Donovan Smith's playing. 65%. Ooh, 2 touchdowns to 5 picks. He is he's playing, but he's not playing well.
You know who hasn't thrown a pick?
Is
Will Rogers hasn't thrown a pick. That is 100% going to change this game. I'll tell you that right now.
probably. Oh yeah. Oklahoma State, K-State. K-State took it to him, man.
Oh yeah. What
Did not
happened
see
to
that
Ollie
one
Gordon,
coming.
man?
Yeah, that's 2 losses in a row for OSU. They are out of the top 25 now. Replaced by UNLV.
Oklahoma pulling off a miracle.
Yeah, Oklahoma barely. Hey, they covered.
That
They
was a-
covered.
that
We were
was-
talking about.
Did
We
you
were
see the
talking about
play?
how is this line this small, and then Oklahoma ends up winning barely, but they did.
The Sharps are low on their offense, which is fair.
Yep. Starting
Um,
to see that they were smart. for
Jackson
that.
Arnold, he's gonna transfer probably.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He has to. He has to.
I wonder if there's anything there, because like maybe I'd be interested in taking a look at a highly rated quarterback, but like watch him transfer, like watch him be like JT Daniels or Jack or the other guy Keaton Slovis, all those 5-star quarterbacks USC churned out were duds.
Yup. BYU almost blew it against Baylor, but they did hang on. This game was a blowout for a long time, and then they barely hung on at the end.
Mormons versus Branch Davidians. Smith versus Koresh.
A&M Arkansas was our first push since week 1.
I know, how exciting.
Perfect prediction on the line there. I thought
I was surprised that was in Jerry World. I didn't know that.
Look at that. The difference was made up in the fourth quarter, literally.
Sam
I
Pittman
think the last time A&M and Arkansas played was also in Jerry World, so maybe that's a thing with Jerry. He like whenever Arkansas comes to Texas, they have to play in Jerry World.
Sam Pittman can get fired.
Probably.
Nick Sheridan, you are the head coach of Arkansas.
God.
I don't think Nick Sheridan would be that bad of a head coach. If he hires the right people.
Wazoo, Boise State, Ashton Jeanty.
Oh man, he's going to be a first-round pick.
Oh, absolutely. He might be a top 10 pick at this rate as a running back. It's crazy.
I remember when I saw like the over-under
top 20
for his yards was like 175. I was like, no shot. He put up 260. Ashton Jeanty is who we thought Ollie Gordon would be this year.
Yeah, he's been so good. And now part of that's the defense. I wouldn't even say that because they played Oregon.
Boise State, CFB.
They've got the inside track. They're the highest ranked G5 team right now.
Yeah, them or UNLV. That's gonna. Do they play? We gotta see this. Check the schedule.
Probably. They'll at least play in the Mountain West Championship if they don't.
Game day in Vegas. Calling it.
Game day in Vegas. I could see that.
Oh, are they gonna go down at Hawaii? That's a Hawaii test. Everyone's gonna be watching.
That's true.
Who do they play this week?
Let's pull up the pick board here. Let's see. This week they play Utah State. So okay, at home too. So they got
don't lose. As always, Boise State friend of mine says, they don't lose on the blue.
There you go. Alrighty, and then so
if they had a better quarterback, if Taylor Green stayed, although I think Taylor Green got benched last year, actually.
Yeah, he did. Other games. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I don't love Maddox Madsen, but like, just give it to Ashton and you're fine. I mean, I think Derek Cutter knows that. He's the OC, by the way. He's been a good OC for Boise.
Yeah. Indiana worked their way into top 25 status by beating Maryland.
Might not be there for long.
Nope, not the rage. Nebraska got back on the winning track with Purdue.
The Buffalo Bulls.
BC barely beat Western Kentucky.
Go Tops.
We started to talk them up.
Go Tops.
The NIU hype is dead, boys.
NC State, Northern Illinois.
I don't know if that hype's dead. It's NC State.
Dead. They lost to NC State, bro. They lost to the Buffalo Bulls the other week.
Yeah, no, it's dead.
Tulane
killed USF.
Trent Dilfer had a meltdown, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Bro, the Buffalo Bulls sounds like they'd be the Buffalo Bills minor league team.
JMU demolished Ball State. Hype train over for Texas State.
No, that's Ball State. Oh, yeah, but Texas State lost to Sam Houston. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough.
Shout out Miami, Ohio, beating UMass.
That's tough. Louisiana beat Wake Forest. Woof. Not a great look for Wake Forest.
What's Dave Clawson? You're on the hot seat.
TCU beat Kansas. Kansas is what, 3-3 now? No, 1-4. Oh, sheesh. And their one loss win was against Lindenwood.
Dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, jeez.
Multi
Holy
neck
cow.
must have been huge for him or something.
This is the year Kansas was bringing everyone back too. That's rough. Um, you don't know if he killed
Kill
Fresno.
them. Quarterback played well, and Fresno State's not a bad team at all.
No,
At
they're
all.
not.
4-0 for the first time since the 70s. Not even the Randall Cunningham year. They went 10-1.
Central Michigan beat future Pac-12 team San Diego State.
Kent State put up 33. They put up more than we put up against Eastern Michigan.
They did. They did. They also probably had to play for more of it.
They absolutely did.
Uh,
Duke beating UNC. Woof. Mac Brown, you're going. You're going.
UNC is looking rough. Colorado took it to
Killed
UCF.
them.
Yeah.
Killed them. Do you believe? Travis Hunter had another insane pick. Richard Sherman was tweeting about it, and I agree with what he said.
Mhm.
FIU won on their Big Justice Big AJ game.
They did.
Rob,
Bowling Green lost to
the
Old
AI
Dominion.
thing I sent you about Travis Hunter.
Yeah, that was funny. You love your AIs, man. UT Martin beating Kennesaw State. That's an FCS over FBS win.
Yep, it is. Well, I agree. Kennesaw State just got here, but yeah, it's rough.
Hey, let's go, Biff.
Wagner's
Biff won a game.
Wait, Wagner's a school, guys?
Yeah.
What the?
Wait, no, that was Big Justice Big AJ game.
Is it
FAU.
Wagner?
Yeah. No, Wagner FAU. Yeah, that was the Big Justice Big AJ game. Yeah.
They're like, we're doing the world's biggest boom, and no one was in the crowd.
Oh no. They deserve better.
So it's a liberal arts school in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're FCS.
What the fuck?
I know.
Hey,
I'm surprised
put
too.
some respect on the name of FCS New York schools. U Albany, baby. Jared Verse.
Attendance rate 69%.
The Wagner
Seahawks.
Seahawks. See.
Turds. Turds.
The Wagner Seahawks. There you go.
Texas Tech beat Cincy on a pretty crazy ending. Missed kick.
Louisiana Monroe beat Troy. Oh man, General Booty must not have done much though, because he didn't even have 108 passing.
Yo, pull up General Booty stats.
That's too bad. What happened, General?
Hey, I swear if you got benched.
Oh, he didn't even play. Oh,
no.
What happened to him?
Either benched or hurt, I bet. After having to play Texas.
General Booty 1 for 4 for 8 yards. Maybe only 4 attempts. He probably got hurt. 1.5 QBR. That's rough. $1.4 QBR is not a good look. I'm sorry, General. Let's see any other games here. FSU got killed by SMU.
Oh man, like did I text this? I sent this somewhere. It's like at least we're not FSU.
Yeah, I saw that.
Right,
Imagine
yeah,
how
you
much
did say
money
that.
they spent on their transfers too. They probably gave DJU so much money.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
SMU's good, man. They've been whooping teams. They whooped ECU.
Who's their loss to? Their loss was to BYU, but that's not even like bad anymore because that
Iron Skillet game
good.
was. So I know we were talking about this a couple pods ago, but it's TCU SMU's Iron Skillet.
Ah, there it is.
Shout out Liberty App State canceled. Sucks. Feel bad for everyone in Boone. And the Hurricane Helene affected.
Yep. Yeah. Not much else. Not much else from this week. Oh, Cincinnati lost again.
I already mentioned that.
Oh, you did. Sorry. Okay, never mind.
Field goal.
Picks. 9-1, 9-1. Daniel won again. This time he
Attaboy.
dominated though. 11-7-1. He's right back in the thick of things. I know a few weeks ago he was saying he's never gonna get back in it. And look
That's
at
how
him.
quick
He's
it
only
goes. That's how quick it
he's
goes.
only a game back from me, and I'm only 4 games back from Rob. One big week.
Only at the bottom,
Head.
but not for me.
I mean, you're technically still
Eventually, hopefully, I don't know. We'll get there.
All right. Getting into week 6 now. What a fun week of college football
We got any
was.
Maction?
Unless you're a Georgia
When's the first
Bulldog.
Maction week?
First Maction week? I don't know. That's a good question.
Check next week.
Week
It's about that time.
7. Yep, week 7. Wait, that's not
not
Maction.
Maction.
That's FIU Liberty. That's not Maction either. What the hell?
I think the MAC doesn't do Maction anymore.
That's
I think ESPN's
stupid.
doing other schools.
Conference USA. It's all Conference USA shit. Yeah, this is all Conference USA.
So I think ESPN must change that deal, or MAC was
Lame.
like, or the MAC was like, we are not doing this bullshit anymore.
Lame.
So I knew someone who went to Kent State. He was a PhD student who helped the tubas when I was at Husky Marching Band, and sometimes when like we needed another tuba for a formation in the band, he'd have to put on a uniform, get a tuba. He was a really cool guy. I'm just blanking on his name, but he was an awesome guy. But he was, at Kent State mid 2010s. He was like, I hated those Tuesday night games so much because he was in the band there too. It's like, imagine having school the next day after a late night game on a Tuesday. That's rough. Imagine having a test the next day.
Yeah. All right, boys. Week 6.
This Texas State game lost its shine.
Yeah. This would at Troy too, because Troy lost to ULM. Jeez, Troy's really fallen. Troy was good last year. They lost a lot of talents to the draft.
They're pretty consistently a good program, though.
Yeah, 13.
Who's their head coach?
Who's their head coach nowadays?
I know he's a hot name from time to time.
Let's see, Troy football. Head coach, Gerard Parker.
Yep.
Gerard Parker. All right.
Shout out Mountain West team, UTEP.
Featured soon to probably be feature Mountain West team UTEP.
No,
right.
I think it's confirmed.
It's not confirmed yet, but it's looking
shit.
likely. I think they said they're going to confirm it this weekend if it does happen.
That big McMurphy, what's her name? Auerbach fight.
And Brett McMurphy, yeah.
What's Sam Houston's record? They're definitely rebounding this year.
They won. They beat Texas State. They're 4-1. Shoot,
4-1.
And all 4 of their wins are against FBS opponents. They're 2 games away from bowl eligibility. Good for
Shout
them,
out.
man.
Don't beat
Shout
my
out
Tops.
Sam Houston
though.
Bearcats. Jacksonville State, Houston TCU. Yeah, these are some. TCU is playing a lot of Friday games. All right, first game of the week that we're picking is Michigan State going to Eugene to take on the Oregon Ducks. Ducks are favored by 24 points at home. Daniel, as last week's winner, you get to pick who has to go first.
Robbie.
All right. Well, Oregon didn't cover against UCLA, and I think Michigan State's better than UCLA. So I'm gonna go Spartans. Go green. Shout out Mike Valenti, friend of the pod. That's Butch Jones is about to get fired at Arkansas State. I was planning to call in because he was hating on UW throughout the whole year, calling us soft. If we won the Natty, I was planning on calling in. The other host was actually a big Husky backer. I knew way too much about that radio show, man. Just because I found that one clip and I started listening to some of their live shows.
Part of me wants to pick Michigan State because Jonathan Smith going back to Eugene. He's shown that he can be competitive there.
No.
Another part of me.
Wrong. Actually, no. Did he? 2020 he won there.
Yeah, exactly.
The other times he won was at Reeser, though. The other times he won was at Reeser. Last year was not competitive.
I know, but that was also because that Oregon State team knew he was leaving. So it was like, whatever. Part of me wants to pick Oregon because they could have easily covered against UCLA, and this time it's at home, and Michigan State's coming across the country, so it's going to be a little bit kind of weird, funky situation. And I think they're a much more talented team than Michigan State. And my gut is telling me to pick the Ducks, so I will be picking the Ducks.
I think that's fair. I think this is the line play for the Beavs is tough. Is it or wait, no. That's not the Beavs.
Ducks. You mean the Spartans or the
Well,
Ducks?
never mind. I changed my bet. I thought they were playing the Beavs again.
But it's too late. It's too late.
Well, no, I'm confident with my pick. I was rationalizing yours, saying, "Oh yeah, the Beavs are just so depleted." But like, shit, no. I think your colors tricked me.
Oh yeah, because I'm up there. Yeah. All right, Daniel, you're up.
Mm. Just give me the Sparties, boys.
There you
Yeah.
go.
So,
All right.
dude, I bet
Another.
when
Okay.
Syracuse scheduled this like 5, 6, 7 years ago, they're like, "Oh, it's the easy one."
Not
Whoops.
anymore. Yeah. Syracuse flying across the country, take
Why
on
would you
UNLV.
ever schedule that game as an
Yeah,
away game?
yeah, that's weird. That's weird. But 7 point UNLV 7 point favorites taking on Hughes.
My guess for the
Uh
scheduling of road game is just because they have 8 conference games. It's harder to get get matchups with teams. So they're like, no, we'll only do it if you give us a home and home or a
anyways,
home
I
away away.
I saw Syracuse struggle to stop the Stanford offense at home with the horrible Ashton Daniels at quarterback. UNLV is at home. They are much better on offense. Give me, and they're motivated right now, so give me the Rebs.
Yeah, I think Syracuse is gonna kind of eat their own shit in this game.
Go Rebs, baby. I've been in on the go since the moment Marion got hired. I feel very correct on UNLV being really good the past 2 years from that. I'm all in on the Rebs, baby. I love the go. I would never want the Huskies to run it, but I'm all like it was similar to like the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers with um not I said Falwell. Um what's it what the hell is his name? Who's now the head coach at Liberty? Chadwell. Um I love their offense, but I'd never want it to be played with the Huskies. Same way. I just love it. I love UNLV, man.
Next game, our first Saturday game that we'll be discussing. Penn State is hosting longtime rival UCLA. This game, 9 a.m. on Saturday. Penn State is 28-point favorites. Daniel.
What? Dude, come on.
You could have planned it out so you don't have to pick first. Poor strategy, my friend.
I don't care about that, my guy. It's just, bro, every goddamn time with college football, pick them. Yeah, bro. Big Ten matchup. Yeah, minus 35. Why not? Just fuck it. Minus 35. You know what the worst part is, guys? I actually think Penn State beats the spread. I think the Bruins suck ass.
Yeah.
Honestly, I actually think they beat that spread. And my ass is going to get burned now for that shit.
There you go. All right, Rob.
I agree with Daniel that it's like Big Ten football, 28-point spread. But I just think UCLA is so bad. And I don't think they're going to be ready for an early game.
That's true. That's true. I mean, yeah, that's true. This is how many times they have to play 9 a.m. kickoff, West Coast time. This one's tough for me. 28's a lot. UCLA's been able to cover against Oregon, LSU in back-to-back weeks, which makes me give it a little bit of pause. Screw it. I don't want to look like the idiot who picks UCLA, so give me Penn State.
Hey, but you could also
Uh,
be the genius that picks you.
Remember my lock of the week. Let's see my lock of the week from last week. How did I do there?
what was your luck from
Underline.
last week? Was it Wisconsin SC?
It was underlined, so but I don't think it is anymore.
Oh, wait, we must have taken that off. Dang it.
Yeah, I guess we'll never know. But I know my lock of the week before it lost, so I think my lock of the week might have been Texas, Mississippi State. So I think my lock of the week 2 weeks in a row is lost.
Yeah. Yikes. Mizzou A&M. Mizzou. Is Mizzou still undefeated, or they lose to somebody? I can't remember. No, yeah, they're still undefeated. But they've played some close games with BC and Vanderbilt, so that's where it's coming from. A&M 2-point favorites at home. Am I leading this off? Yeah, no, Rob's leading this off. Never mind.
I just don't trust A&M, and I think Mizzou's a top 10 team with points. I gotta take it against an unranked team. Against an unranked team.
Yep, I'm with you. Same deal. Daniel?
Yeah, I gotta take Mizzou, boys.
Louisville, SMU. Fun game. Fun game. Here, 9 a.m. kickoff in L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. That's a mouthful. Louisville, 7-point favorites at home against the Mustangs. SMU is playing with a little bit of swagger right now. Louisville's playing good football, though. At home. It's a classic ACC matchup, by the way. I won't point
Coastal
out.
Chaos, baby.
Coastal Chaos. I mean, Louisville's winning, but they're not like they haven't really played anyone yet. So you know what? Screw it. Give me SMU to cover. Daniel.
Oh man, give me Louisville.
Yep.
I love me some Coastal Chaos. All in on the Pony Express, baby. Let's go, SMU.
There you go. Ohio State, Iowa. Ohio State 20.5-point favorites at home, taking on the Hawkeyes. Daniel.
20.5? Wow. Oh my. Give me Ohio State, bro. Fuck it. It's fine. Just give me the Buckeyes, man. They'll beat that spread.
I think Daniel is overreacting here because Ohio State is like the one Big Ten team that actually consistently puts up points year in year out, and it's at the shoe.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Ohio State here.
Yeah, I agree. If it's just in Kinnick, that'd be one thing, but the shoe, Ohio State's pretty consistent.
Yeah.
Minus 24 for Georgia after that
Georgia.
game?
They're playing Auburn.
Dude, but Auburn wasn't even that bad against Oklahoma, man. Come on.
Oklahoma's not very good.
Dude.
Oh, wait, some games we forgot to talk about. Wisconsin, Purdue, Northern Illinois, UMass, BC, Virginia.
Yuck.
Yikes, this is a rough week. Yeah,
Yucky stuff until the service academies.
Okay.
Wait, go back.
Okay. All right. Now we're here. Now we're caught up. Georgia minus 24, taking on Auburn at home. Auburn gave them a run for their money last year. I will say that. Rob, you're leading us.
You know why though?
Why is that?
Because it was at Bryant Denny.
That's true.
Give me Georgia. Upset.
Yeah, I think Georgia comes out pissed off, and I also think Auburn's really bad.
Auburn, because Carson Beck sucks. He's not going to do enough to win by
does
24 points, bro. They're going to win by maybe like 10 or 17. 24 is a crime, bro.
Maybe.
The only spread that was more criminal than that one was last week's Illinois spread. But that one was just easy to predict. That was a fucking layup. I'm surprised Vegas even gave us that spread, man. Anyone that picked Penn State to cover that was delusional. Delulu.
The Lulu.
Absolutely.
Mississippi minus 9.5. Taking on, or sorry, Mississippi minus 9.5 going to South Carolina, going to Columbia, taking on the Gamecocks. Raw? No. No, you just let off last one. I'm up first.
For you.
Hosting
Mississippi.
privileges revoked.
Oh man. I know South Carolina's kind of been up and down. They should beat LSU. The only real team they've played so far is LSU. Oh, and Kentucky. Oh, they killed Kentucky. Fuck it. South Carolina's tough at home. Give me the Cox. Daniel.
Oh, Gamecocks. Easy. Easy peasy.
Give me the Cox, baby.
There you go. Indiana, welcome to the top 25. You're taking on the Northwestern Wildcats. Ooh, scary. Indiana coming in at 5-0.
I did get to see
Northwestern
Willie
2-2.
Wildcat. He was pretty cool.
Yeah. Daniel, you're leading this off.
Easy pick, man. Indy's filthy this year, dude. Give me the Hoosiers.
A
Mike, you're just gonna say
high-powered
that?
offense comes to the windy shores of Lake Michigan. Doesn't matter. Lock of the week. Give me Indiana.
Just say, man. Northwestern's
Ooh, all right.
garbage,
All right.
bro.
They're so bad. They're so bad.
I agree. Give me the Indiana.
In the spirit of Michael Penix.
Oh, and Rob gets to lead off Bama Vandy.
I have picked against Bama every game this year. I will continue to do it.
Wait, before we get to that though.
DeBoer struggles in
That's the
October.
last 12:30 game. That was the last 12:30 game. So we got Temple, UConn, Virginia Tech, Stanford. Yeah, no, never mind.
Icy Vert, come on.
And Nebraska. Oh, West Virginia, Oklahoma State would have been
Rutgers,
fun.
Nebraska could be fun.
And Rutgers, Nebraska would be good. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
I have picked against the Bama every game, and I will continue to do so. DeBoer has only lost in October.
Beau, you're taking.
I'm not even gonna mention. I'm done picking against Bama.
Well, it's kind of funny you mentioned that because I'm actually taking Vandy.
Let's go.
I think Vandy covered 23, bro. What are these? Done. I'm done.
Vandy's not too bad
Fine.
this year.
I know, but still,
Vandy's competitive, man. Like that's the thing. Minus 23.
You know
Bama's
what
probably gonna win
defensive
by
system
6
they have at
points,
Vandy?
sure.
Do you know what defensive system they have at Vandy?
What's that?
Do you know what defensive system they have at Vandy?
What's that?
Like the Donald system. They
Clemson.
upset Virginia Tech. What are you talking about, man? Vandy's good.
Okay.
Is there any interesting games at one?
Colorado State.
There are
Oregon
not.
State. That's the only 1:00 game, really, or a 1:15 game.
God.
All right. Into ACC play, Clemson, Florida State, a future Big 12 clash here. Currently ACC. Clemson favored by 14.5. This one's easy for me. Clemson. Florida State's horrible.
Clemson, easy.
Clemson. Do you see SMU play like a sad version of the war chant?
Did they really? That's crazy.
What's funny is UW used to do that for there's this old song that they call Trojan Slowdown. And they play, the whatever that stupid song that they constantly play for USC.
Mm-hmm.
And they play the first time accurately. Every time they slow it down and drop it by a key. And it sounds horrible. It's great. But they haven't done that for a long, long time.
Oh no. Alrighty. Utah State. Oh wait, sorry. It's Utah State, Boise State. Boise State, 27-point
I think it's like
favorites.
Salute to Troy or something like that. Tribute to Troy.
Oh, tribute to Troy. There you go. Daniel, you're picking. Oh, go
the
ahead,
Trojans lost in that war, by the way.
They did. The Trojan horse, often people think Troy was the one who made it.
Yeah,
It's
and like
not
their
them.
hype video, they had the Trojan horse in it. It's like that was used against you.
Right.
Dude, if I was like playing USC in like a natty, I'd call the install for the trick play, the Trojan horse.
Oh, 100%. 100%. All right. Boise State, Utah State. Boise State, 27-point favorites at home, taking on the Aggies. Daniel.
Minus 27 is just what is why? Utah State, bro. Utah State's covering that. Come on, man. They have to cover that, bro.
Decided to confirm something from earlier this season. Utah State played Utah, and Utah failed to cover 20. But USC succeeded in covering 28.5.
They also beat Robert Morris.
They did.
Oh boy,
Congratulations.
I got a good stat when it's my turn. Nope, don't look it up. Don't look it up. No,
Okay, all right, fine, fine,
I got a
never
fun
mind,
stat.
okay.
I got a fun stat
Okay.
for when it's my turn.
Okay. It is your turn right now.
Guess what team put 45 on Utah State? Friend of the pod is a fictional head coach of them.
San Jose State.
Temple.
Oh, no. Temple.
Temple put 45 on Utah State.
I see Vert.
So 45 minus 18. What is that?
27.
Oh. No, that's. Yeah, you're right. That's 27. I'll go. I love Janty, man. Give me the Broncos.
This is too much. I'm sorry, this is too much. 27. Don't get me wrong. I think Boise State wins in a blowout. 27. We're talking about 4 touchdowns.
Do you remember what happened to the Utah State head coach?
No, what happened to him?
Got fired in August.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. And they still beat.
Although
Robert
it worked
Morris.
out pretty good for the last team that happened to.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Not
Okay.
for them so far though.
It covered against Utah. Wait, it was 45-29. It was 16-point spread.
Okay, I got bad info. My app was bad.
No, I think Utah State's bad, but I don't think they're
lose by
27 is a little much. 27.
Yeah, no, it's a lot, but I'm just I love Janty. Like his first big touchdown run was Marshawn level.
Yeah, that's fair. Tennessee, Arkansas. Next up here. Tennessee, 13.5-point favorites. Taking on Woo Pig.
That's my turn. Woo Pig.
Yep, that's you. Big Suey, sorry.
Give me the Vols. What's their thing? Rocky Top, I guess.
Rocky Top, yeah. This one's easy for me. That's Rocky Top all the way.
That could compete for lock of the week, honestly. If Northwestern wasn't so bad.
Tennessee.
Oh, I thought with how long it was taking you, I thought you
I
were
was hoping for it.
Oh, I get to lead off this next one. Oh boy. All right. Michigan going to Seattle. Take on the Huskies. National championship rematch. Neither head coach returning to their respective sidelines, however. This is Sharon Moore versus Jed Fish. This is Alex Orji versus Will Rogers. This is Michigan's returning a lot of players on defense. Washington cannot say the same. It's an entirely new ball game here, guys.
I wonder
Michigan,
how much money Graham and Johnson got to stay. Probably a lot.
Yeah, probably. But anyways,
they're giving Donovan Edwards like 100,000.
But in this game, he's giving Donovan Edwards plenty right now. So, in this game, I mean, it's tough. The nice thing is, I mean, I would pick Michigan straight up, and I'm getting points, so I'm gonna go Michigan. I don't like it, but especially because it's the first Husky game we've gotten to pick this year. But I will be picking the Wolverines here.
You know what? Michigan's overrated as fuck this year. Give me the
I don't
Huskies.
disagree. I don't disagree. But
Huskies,
Washington has a habit of shooting themselves in the foot this year.
and I understand that. I agree with you. But Michigan, Beau, is garbage. Their quarterback is ass, bro.
They have an elite run game and elite defense still.
Somehow the Huskies are going to BS this game and then probably lose it next week. Let's be real.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, honestly.
If we just beat the ideal, if we really sucked, was beat Wazoo, Michigan, and Oregon, but we lost one of them sadly. I think it's absurd. Michigan's getting points in this one. I think it's absolutely absurd.
There we go. SC Minnesota. So the team that Michigan just took on is now hosting the USC Trojans. USC, unfortunately, on their flight up to Minneapolis, left 8 points on the tarmac with Lane Kiffin. So they were working from an 8-point deficit. Daniel, you're leading us off.
Oh God. It's kind of a tough one, actually. Minnesota ended up covering backdoor against Michigan the other week. Oh man, and they're at home too.
Who did USC play last week?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Oh, that's right.
I think USC beats the spread. Why not?
Alrighty, Robot.
I'm going USC here. You know what this game is?
What's that?
It's the Harris Walls Bowl, Minnesota versus Southern California.
Huh,
Oh
there you
yeah.
go. Didn't even think about that. I'm also going USC. Unlike Michigan, I think once USC gets a lead, I think they'll be able to keep building on it. So I think Minnesota's just a really bad football team. Michigan, because of how bad their offense was, not able to take advantage of that. So give me the Trojans. Baylor, Iowa State. Iowa State, 11.5 point. Oh, wait. No, yeah, that's the next game. Iowa State, 11.5 point favorites at home, taking on the Bears. Rob, how you feeling?
11.5, man. That's a lot of points. I'm going to go Baylor here.
Has Baylor lost a game by that much yet? I don't think they have. I think they've managed to keep most of these games pretty competitive. Loss. Yeah, they're 2-3, but all their losses have been really tight. Yeah. Give me the Bears in this one.
What's the name of their quarterback again?
Is it Finn? DeQuan Finn?
Yes, that's right. Toledo's finest.
Being real, guys, I like the Cyclones defense a lot. I think they're going to beat that spread.
All right, there we go. We got a lone wolfer then. Let's go. Okay. And let's see. The last game we're picking is Woke versus Coke, but before that, Nevada, San Jose State. Oh, they lost to Wazoo. I forgot about that. Dang,
that was a ridiculous. They should have won that game too.
And they should have won, yeah.
They blew a big lead.
UCF, Florida, Duke, Georgia Tech, ASU, Kansas.
Manny Diaz is quietly having a good season.
Yeah.
What's their record?
I don't know.
Look at that. Good for them, man.
Good for them,
I might watch that one.
I
might watch that one. Oh, that's only 5 p.m. Damn it. I thought that would be at 8 p.m.
Texas Tech, Arizona.
Dude, imagine staying up all night for game day. Although I doubt you'll have to do that at Berkeley. But
I can go.
Then having a 7:30 game.
I can go.
Watch Arizona lose this one. That'd be pretty sad.
That would be sad. That'd be a pretty big letdown.
All right, Coke versus Woke. Let's pick them.
There's no other games.
Watch UCF beat Florida. That'd be really funny.
That would be. I would probably expect that'd be my pick. I think UCF will beat Florida.
And if that happens, Billy's getting fired.
Oh, 100%. Okay. Tech Arizona. Oh, sorry, not Tech Arizona. Woke versus Coke. Miami Cal. Miami, 10-point favorites going into Berserkly. Taking on.
I've never heard that one before. That's a good one.
You never heard Berserkly?
Uh,
Oh, that's classic. That's a classic. Um, thing. Maybe it's a NorCal thing. I don't know, but
it's classic for NorCal.
yeah, Cal. I mean, Cal. They've got the loss to Florida State, which isn't great. That was on the road. This at home again. I have to factor in that this is a 10:30 Eastern time kickoff.
How did
I
Wazoo play
think Cal
against Cal
covers,
last year?
boys. I think
Cal
Cal
lost.
covers.
Or Cal beat Wazoo last year, right?
You know what,
Awesome.
guys? Y'all really underestimate this Canes team. Y'all don't understand that Virginia Tech is an ACC rival. They're still going to the fucking Natty, whether you guys like it or not. You guys are gonna be stuck watching Cam Ward go up against the Texas Longhorns, and you're gonna be like, "Wow, Daniel, you knew what you were talking about the whole time. Wow, you're so smart. You're so good at this game, bro." Anyway, yeah, give me the Canes, bro.
I love the energy. I love the energy. I hope you're right because I hate Cal, but Berserkly's cursed. So many weird games have happened there.
I
Rob.
am all in on the woke, baby. Although I'm a soda head, so that's conflicting. And I'm a Coke head too. Not Coca-Cola head. Damn it.
Man, we have to cancel the
saying-
pod now.
Me saying head about everything has finally caught up to me. Damn it.
It's over.
I
It's
got
over.
there.
You got.
I am a
played yourself.
Coca-Cola head. There we go. I
There you
am a
go.
Coke
All
product
right.
guy.
You fixed it. You
Pepsi's
fixed it.
disgusting. It's horrible.
There you go.
People are like, "Oh, it tastes. There's no difference in the taste."
Odds gone, boys.
Pod's got it. FBI, open up.
There is people say there's no difference between Coke and Pepsi. I vehemently disagree. Pepsi tastes flatter. It tastes chemicalier. It tastes disgusting.
Bro, Atlanta's favored.
Yeah. So anyway, so last
Do you guys
thing.
believe there's a difference between Coke and Pepsi?
Yes, there's a slight difference.
I could 100%.
I don't think it necessarily makes Coke any better, but I think they taste.
Something we got to do on the pod. Blind Coke Pepsi taste test.
All right, I'm down for that.
I've never done it. I'll have an assistant prepare them for me.
Very good. Very good. Anyways, so last game we have to pick is of course Thursday Night Football. Bucks, Falcons. Falcons favored by 1.5 points. Both these teams coming off wins last week over pretty competitive teams in their own right. Falcons beating the Saints, Bucks beating
Am I last place from last
Eagles. No, you were first place last week.
It's getting late. My vision gets worse.
That's okay. You were 8-8, and me and Daniel.
I saw
both
6 and 8. I saw 6 and 8.
Oh, that's why. Yeah. So you were 8-8. Me and Daniel both 7 and 9. So you barely won. Honestly, it was the Washington Arizona game that got you. It got you.
You guys were calling me real bold for that one.
I don't think we were. I don't remember
yes,
calling
you
you
did.
bold.
You're like, wow, you're a lone wolf in that one.
Oh well, yeah. I say you're
Not
a lone
just
wolf in that one
like,
every time.
Oh, you're like with surprise added to it.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Anyways,
what happened to the mighty good Cardinals? They lost to the commies by a lot.
They did. They got killed by the commies. Anyways, you get to choose who goes first for.
I will return the favor to Danny Boy.
All right. Falcons, Bucks. Who you feeling, Daniel?
Atlanta is gonna beat the spread, boys.
Oh,
and honestly, Tampa Bay is a really good team. I really like Baker. I like their defense. I like their receiving core. But the Falcons have some good stuff too. They're gonna win at home.
Watch Baker get crunched after he talked shit to Tom Brady. I'm going Bucks here. I better quarterback with the points.
I agree. Give me better quarterback with the points. I also just think they're the better team, better coached just all around better in a better spot. Jimmy Head. It's true. I'm a Jimmy Head.
Remember when y'all called me dumb for picking the Ravens over the Bills last week, and then the Ravens won 35-10? I remember. I remember
That-
that.
Did any of my lone wolf picks work out for me? Hey, yeah, I got the Titans beating the Dolphins. Ha!
Nice. That was pretty
So
good.
I got a lone wolf pick. Hey, all three of us got a lone wolf pick right last week.
Nice.
Yeah, I got
Actually,
the
Daniel got
Ravens
two because he got the Colts over the
and the
Steelers.
Colts. Yeah,
Nice.
I did. I knew Joe Flacco was gonna come in the game, guys. Okay, I'm not that. I'm not that good.
I need to let me check my we honestly lone wolf correct picks are the most impressive. So yeah, I got Carolina a couple weeks ago. That helps me out. Daniel got my Minnesota and Philly. Rob got Steelers. That was it. Going back to week 2, Daniel got the Bills. Rob
I
got
had
the
3.
Vikings and Pats. I didn't get a single lone wolf
And the
pick right
Steelers.
that
And
week.
the Steelers.
And the Steelers. Oh yeah, and the Steelers down here. Yeah, so I didn't get a single lone wolf pick right that week. That was tough. Let's see, and then week 1, I got Chicago.
I got one. Tiebreaker goes to Lone Wolf for punishment.
Oh yeah, the punishment goes to who has less lone wolf wins.
Yeah.
What does that make me? Yeah, that makes me the lone wolf loser
It
then.
makes
So I guess I get the
tonight's
punishment.
big loser.
I am tonight's big loser. All right,
What are
game
you
do I
gonna have to watch? Let's see.
I have to watch something in the late window because we didn't make Daniel watch something in the Detroit Seattle window. So I have to watch.
You're
something in
right.
the late
So you
window.
know what, my friend? You are gonna watch. Oh, these are all
Denver?
actually kind of okay games.
Ooh. What about Denver, Vegas?
Actually, you know what? Yeah, the Raiders are fucking
Denver,
painful
Vegas.
to watch, man. If I had to watch the Raiders, you have to watch the Raiders.
All right, fair. Denver, Vegas. All right,
And
the
Beau.
report will.
No phone.
And no phone. That's right. You're right. Denver, Vegas. All right, it's happening.
All right. This is a fun punishment. I like this.
Yeah, it's good. You can watch your Bengals and then
Oh, we have an England game? Let's go.
watch Beau
Yeah.
picks. Actually, do you want to do Vegas, Denver? Or do we want to make you get up early for the London game?
Oh. That's too
Actually,
mean.
I'm gonna be on the road actually. So
Oh.
I have to do Denver,
Oh.
Vegas. I have to do Denver, Vegas. I'm
On the
afraid.
road at 6 in the morning, bro, you're committed.
I know, right?
Yo.
I mean, but I want to get to my destination before Bengals Ravens. Is
Okay.
why.
All right.
So I'd probably miss the second
Double committed. Well, radio then.
radio. Yeah, to watch. I have to listen to the radio. I can't play music. I have to listen to the radio call.
Oh gosh. No,
It's your
I
call,
won't do that
boys.
to you.
It's your call.
No, we'll do Raiders Broncos.
Honestly, watching the Raiders is painful enough, so you can do that
That's
one.
fair. All right, fair enough, boys.
The punishment's gonna be watch a Raiders game every week.
Bro, that Raiders Browns game, that was terrible, bro.
That was a really bad
Once we
game.
got to
Dude.
the fourth quarter, I was just counting down until the game was ended.
We got lucky with how well that one worked out.
For a few weeks, the punishment was watch a Browns game, and now it's slowly transitioned to watch a Raiders game.
Watching Deshaun Watson scream at his teammates.
Yeah, so there you go.
Bro, you know, the funniest part about the game last week was Deshaun Watson throwing that touchdown to Amari Cooper and it getting called back.
That was so funny.
That was good. That was good. All righty, boys. Well, guess what? That's it for the West Coast Draft Podcast. This episode, at least, the college episode for this week. It's a lot of fun, boys. We had a good one tonight.
Oh yeah.
Closing
Really good.
thoughts, Mr. Daniel.
Miami Hurricanes, man. That's it. That's all I got.
All right.
The
Closing
U.
thoughts, Rob.
You haven't made a U yet, Daniel. I want to see a U.
Oh, it's true. You haven't yet.
What do I got to do?
The U? You gotta do the U. There you go.
If one of us lone wolf, all of us lone wolf. One of us click like, all of us click like. One of us subscribe, all of us